I'm going to go over the signs you need to know for your Unit 2 assessment. Starting out, the sign for school. Then we have elementary school, middle or middle school, high school, HS, residential school or school for the deaf. So residential school, or you might see deaf school or residential deaf school. Mainstream school, this is where they have both deaf and hearing students, so you might see it signed mainstream school. You might see it signed where your dominant hand becomes a 1, showing they are the only deaf person at that school. So mainstream if they're the only deaf person, school, or deaf and hearing together, mainstream school. I think one of the signers, they do it like this, so just a heads up. Private school, private school. College, university, Gallaudet University. And remember, that is the only college for the deaf in the world. There are colleges that have programs for the deaf, but Gallaudet University is the only university for the deaf. Then we have math. You might see it with modified M's, math, or you might see math, depending on the signer. Science, like you're pouring chemicals. I'm not a fan of science, so for me it's like boo, and you circle. Science, if you change it to B's, it's biology. Change it to C's, it's chemistry. Art, pinky, art. Geography, middle finger and thumb, earth, study. So earth, and it rocks back and forth, earth, study. Psychology, the sign looks like the symbol for psychology. Non-dominant hand, palm out. Dominant hand, psychology. And with these, remember there's agent markers. So this is the sign for person. If I do it with a sign, it shows that that person is skilled. It's their profession, possibly. So you've seen it with teacher. This is teach, teacher. Doing this by itself, it's person. Doing it with a sign makes it an agent marker. It shows that that person is skilled at it. So psychologist would be psychology, person. Not all of these signs, you can't add the agent marker to all of these signs. Like you've seen principal. Well, this in itself means principal. You want to add the agent marker. So it's important to know those. Psychology, drama goes back. Drama, theater, or act. Science, drama, or theater. Government, one hand shape, starts palm out, and as you turn your palm in, you pull your finger back. Government. Pull it back and then straighten it out. Government. And then politics with a P hand shape, politics. Different grades. So remember, if you can remember senior is on your thumb, you can work your way down. Senior, junior, sophomore, freshman. Okay. Senior, work your way down. Library. And if I add this, it makes it librarian. Class. Transfer, bent V, transfer. Favorite or prefer. Depending on your pronoun will depend on the meaning. So if I say Your class what? Your favorite class. Or I could say math, science, you blank which. Math or science, you prefer which. You prefer your favorite. His favorite, he prefers. Same with she. Okay. Take a class, drop a class. So you're taking your class, and this is just showing taking and then class. Drop a class. Drop out. So here is, remember we had senior, junior, sophomore, freshman. Well, think, okay, this is the person, they're going up the grades, and then they're like, never mind, and they veer off. So that's drop out. You might also see this, but drop out. Part-time, full-time, part-time, full-time. So are they a part-time or full-time student? Bachelor's degree, B, A for bachelor's. Master's, M, but it's modified in Palm N, M, A. So bachelor's, master's, and then degree, you might see F hand shapes or O's. Then we have graduate or graduated. You might see it as this for graduate or this. And then to make it past tense, we would add finish. So graduate or graduated, graduate or graduated. Let's see. Oh, backtracking. Another sign you might see for masters is like this. Just a heads up. Numbers. The numbers in the hundreds are associated with C. The formal way of doing hundreds, 1C for 100, 2C, 200, 3C, 300, and so on. The informal way and the way that you'll see most on here is where you kind of scrunch your finger. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. After 500, that's when they go back 6C, 600, 700, 800, 900. That's just for 100. If I'm saying 206, you might see 200, 06. You might see 206. You might see 206. It just depends on the signer. 547. 5C, 47. 992. 9C, 92. That's going over numbers. Kiss fist. What this means is you love it. So, basketball. Oh, I love basketball. Well, it's not this kind of love because that's like a deeper connection. You wouldn't use the I love you hand. Instead, we use kiss fist. Colors. The sign for color. We have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, brown, gray, black or black, white, Noun verb movements. Noun, they do a small repeated movement, like chair. Verb, one bigger movement, sit. Shoulder shifting, or using conjunctions to join words or phrases together. It's a shoulder shift, not a whole body shift. So this can replace the words and, or, but in English. So if an English sentence has and, or, but, we replace it with a shoulder shift. So math, history, I, kiss fist. What about are you deaf or hearing? Okay, well, you're having to pick in that, so you have to add a question word. And the question word we would add is which, because you're having to pick. Are you deaf or hearing? Deaf, hearing, you, which. Some signers might not add the which, but their eyebrows are down, showing it's a WH question. So just keep that in mind. Facial expressions are always important. Make sure you practice these signs. Make sure you're able to recognize them. And if you have any questions, let me know.